Welcome back to another video where we talk about the 8 Full House actors who brought heart, humor, and warmth to millions. Some passed suddenly, others after long battles, but all left a mark that fans still feel today. Bob Saget was born on May 17, 1956, but he featured as Danny Tanner on Full House in 1987 at just 31 years old. It's been over 35 years since we first met the neat freak single dad who stole every fan's heart. For 8 incredible seasons, Bob mastered the art of that heartfelt dad talk while keeping the Tanner house spotless. Tragically, the entertainment world received a shock on January 9, 2022, when Bob was found unresponsive in his Orlando hotel room after a stand-up performance. At 65, we lost him to an accidental fall causing head trauma. No drugs or foul play, just a horrible accident that robbed us of decades more Bob Saget brilliance. Even after his death, he continues to inspire generations to come. Denise Dowse was born on February 21, 1958, in Honolulu, Hawaii. She appeared on Full House in 1993 as Mrs. Jacobs, Michelle Tanner's teacher, when she was 35. It is always fascinating how certain actors make such an impression in just one episode, and Dowse did her job perfectly. The shock hit hard in August 2022 when news broke that Dowse had been hospitalized with viral meningitis and fallen into a coma. On August 13th, at just 64, she passed away. Denise Dowse's artistic fingerprints remain on countless productions and in the careers of performers throughout her remarkable journey from Hawaii to Hollywood. Yvonne Wilder was born on September 21, 1937 in New York City. She graced Full House as Irene Katsopoulos, Jesse's hilariously blunt Greek mother, when she was in her early 50s. Remember how she always embarrassed Jesse by calling him Hermes instead of his actual name? Those cultural touches added authentic family dynamics that made the show feel real. Wilder also wrote comedy material as well, performed stand-up in an era when female comics were rare. On November 24, 2021, at 84, she passed away at her Los Angeles home. Yvonne Wilder's 50 years of artistic journey spanned from Broadway to television to painting studios. She was indeed a talent without boundaries. Tommy Page was born on May 24, 1970, in Glen Ridge, New Jersey. He appeared on Full House in 1992, playing himself in the episode Crushed at 22. In the episode, Stephanie developed a middle school crush on him after he performed at her school dance. Before his Full House cameo, Tommy had already lived the dream most aspiring musicians only fantasize about, with his unique ability to understand both the creative and business sides of music. And that's what made March 3, 2017 so devastating. At just 46, Tommy Page took his own life. His brief Full House appearance remains a time capsule, capturing both his youthful charm and the promising talent that would impact music in ways far beyond his own recordings. Marcia Wallace was born on November 1, 1942, in Creston, Iowa. She joined Full House in 1993 as Mrs. Carruthers, the love-struck school librarian with her sights set on Joey Gladstone. Long before organizing the Tanner Girls library books, Wallace had already cemented herself as a TV legend. Her role as the voice of Edna Krabappel on The Simpsons earned her an Emmy in 1992. On October 25, 2013, at age 70, pneumonia complications related to her cancer battle took Wallace from us. In a rare move showing her importance, The Simpsons had to give her the biggest honor by permanently retiring her character. Doris Roberts was born on November 4, 1925, in St. Louis, Missouri. She appeared on Full House as Claire Tanner, Danny's mother, in 2 episodes during Season 1, when she was in her early 60s. However, America knows Doris as the TV mom-in-law, Marie Barone, from Everybody Loves Raymond. For 9 seasons, she perfected the art of loving interference, winning an incredible 4 Emmy Awards along the way. Sadly, when Doris passed away on April 17, 2016, at 90 years old after suffering a stroke, television lost one of its most authentic figures. Doris Roberts proved that sometimes the smallest roles on our favorite shows come from the biggest talents in the business. Whitman Blount, Mayo Jr., was born on November 15, 1930, in New York City. He appeared on Full House as Eddie Johnson in Season 5's emotional episode, The Volunteer, which aired in October 1991 when Mayo was 60. His portrayal of a man struggling with Alzheimer's disease brought a rare moment of genuine poignancy to the typically light-hearted sitcom. But long before Eddie Johnson, Mayo had already secured his place in television history as Grady Wilson on Sanford and Son. But it all ended on May 22, 2001, when Mayo suffered a fatal heart attack in Atlanta at 70 years old. Whitman Mayo's legacy as a pioneering black actor who opened doors for generations to follow remains his greatest achievement. Justin Matthew Carmack was born on March 12, 1981, in Los Angeles, California. He appeared on Full House in Season 8's memorable episode, Is It True About Stephanie?, when he was just 12 years old. As Scott, he perfectly captured that awkward early 90s teenage boy energy that made the show's high school storylines feel so authentic. Tragically, on July 20th, 2000, at just 19 years old, Justin's life was cut short in a car accident in his hometown of Los Angeles. Though his acting career was just beginning, the authenticity he brought to portraying teenage experiences remains his lasting legacy to Full House's rich tapestry of memorable characters. John Stamos was born on August 19, 1963, in Cypress, California. As Uncle Jesse Katsopoulos, he became the definition of cool with his motorcycle, rock band, and perfect hair that had ladies begging to have him. His catchphrase, "Have mercy," became his own trademark throughout the movie. Beyond Full House, Stamos showed impressive range as Dr. Tony Gates on ER, took a villainous role on Glee, and played the manipulative Dr. Nicky on Netflix's You. His musical talents extended well beyond the show, performing regularly with the Beach Boys and showing off his impressive drumming skills. At 61, Stamos now balances acting projects with family life, proving Uncle Jesse's rock star vibe wasn't just for the cameras. That fantastic hair remains remarkably intact, even after all these decades. Candace Cameron Bure was born on April 6, 1976, in Los Angeles, California. Growing up on screen as the responsible DJ Tanner, millions watched her mature from an adolescent into a beautiful young lady. After her role on Full House, Bure became a fixture on the Hallmark Channel, starring in 30 movies, including the popular Aurora Teagarden Mysteries. Her 2015 to 2016 fame as co-host on The View showcased her willingness to discuss her conservative Christian values on a national platform. Her 27-year marriage to former NHL player Valeri Bure has produced 3 children who are now young adults themselves. At 48, Bure serves as Chief Content Officer at Great American Media, creating family-friendly programming that feels spiritually aligned with the wholesome values Danny Tanner would be proud of. Jodie Sweetin was born on January 19, 1982, in Los Angeles, California. As middle sister Stephanie Tanner, she delivered that unforgettable catchphrase, "How rude," with perfect comedic timing. After Full House, Sweetin faced some well-documented struggles with substance abuse, but later transformed those challenges into powerful advocacy work. Her Chapman University degree in liberal arts showcased her intellectual pursuits beyond acting. At 43, Sweetin maintains an active presence in entertainment, appearing in independent films and reality television. Her recent participation in A Live Table, Read of Whatever Happened to Baby J, in June 2025, was more than a delight to longtime fans. Her openness about personal struggles has made her journey one of the most authentic among former child stars. Andrea Barber was born on July 3, 1976, in Los Angeles, California. She played Kimmy Gibbler, the Tanners' eccentric neighbor, and created one of television's most memorable supporting characters with her wild fashion sense and complete lack of social boundaries. Unlike many child actors, Barber chose education over fame after Full House ended, earning herself an undergraduate degree before completing a master's in women's studies from the prestigious University of York in England. After focusing on raising her 2 children, Barber returned to acting for the Fuller House revival, proving Kimmy's unique charm remained intact decades later. At 48, she co-hosts the How Rude Tanneritos podcast alongside Jodie Sweetin, maintaining her connection with fans while exploring new creative outlets. Dave Coulier was born on September 21, 1959, in Detroit, Michigan. As Joey Gladstone, he brought his real-life comedic talents to his role as Danny's supportive best friend, who moved in to help raise the girls. His interesting impressions and that "cut it out" catchphrase were more than a sweetener in the 90s pop culture series. After Full House, Coulier continued his stand-up comedy career while lending his distinctive voice to animated shows like Robot Chicken. In late 2024, he faced a major health challenge when diagnosed with stage 3 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. His recovery journey culminated with being declared cancer-free in April 2025. At 65, Coulier embraces his role as grandfather, while using his platform to raise awareness about early cancer detection. Lori Loughlin was born on July 28, 1964, in Queens, New York, as Rebecca Donaldson Katsopoulos. She brought that balance to the Tanner household, starting as Danny's Wake Up, San Francisco co-host before marrying Uncle Jesse. Following Full House, Loughlin built an incredibly successful career in television movies, particularly with the Hallmark Channel's When Calls the Heart series. However, her career took an unexpected turn with her involvement in the 2019 college admissions scandal, which had her 2 months behind prison walls in 2020. At 60, Loughlin has gradually returned to acting while maintaining a lower profile. In early 2025, she listed her Los Angeles mansion for sale, which suggests a fresh start after weathering such a challenging chapter in her life. Scott Weinger was born on October 5, 1975, in Manhattan, New York. He featured as Steve Hale, DJ's food-loving, devoted boyfriend, and the role created one of television's most relatable teenage relationships. Interestingly, while appearing on Full House, Weinger was simultaneously voicing the titular character in Disney's Aladdin. His career evolved impressively behind the camera, where he's worked as a writer and producer on shows like Blackish and Gallivant. He's currently 49, and his career is simply a successful transition from child actor to a respected industry creative. While less visible on screen than during his Full House days, his contributions to television writing and producing have earned him significant professional respect. Marla Sokoloff was born on December 19, 1980, in San Francisco, California. Though introduced later in the series as Stephanie's rebellious friend, Gia Mahan, Sokoloff quickly made a lasting impression with her bad girl with a heart of gold character. After Full House concluded, she displayed her range in dramatically different roles on The Practice and Desperate Housewives. Film audiences recognize her from comedies like Dude, Where's My Car, and Sugar and Spice. At 44, Sokoloff now balances her ongoing acting career with family life as a mother of 3. Her Full House character may have been nothing but trouble, but Sokoloff herself has maintained a steady, respected presence in Hollywood for over 3 decades now. Blake Twomey Wilhoit was born on November 29, 1990, in Los Angeles, California. Remember those adorable twin boys who called Jesse Daddy and captured our hearts in the later seasons? Blake played Nicky Katsopoulos, and unlike most child stars, he decided Hollywood wasn't his thing after Full House wrapped. Interestingly, this former sitcom actor traded acting for becoming an actual firefighter in Atlanta. It was the last thing any Full House fan would have expected from the movie star. He did briefly return to his roots for a Fuller House cameo, but at 34, Blake prefers fighting real fires to creating fake ones while featuring on screen. It's hard not to love that his career has transformed for the better. Dylan Twomey Wilhoit was born on November 29, 1990, in Los Angeles, California. As Alex Katsopoulos, one half of Jesse and Rebecca's mischievous twins, he captured hearts with those adorable antics in the later seasons of Full House. While many child actors struggle to find their footing after early fame, Dylan discovered his true calling behind the scenes as a Foley artist. His work creating captivating sound effects for major productions like Game of Thrones shows just how rare his technical talents are. He briefly revisited his acting with a cameo appearance in Fuller House, giving fans that nostalgic glimpse of the grown-up Alex. At 34, Dylan continues his creative career in sound production, transforming everyday objects into the atmospheric sounds that make our favorite shows and films more captivating. Mary-Kate Olsen was born on June 13, 1986, in Sherman Oaks, California. Alongside her twin sister Ashley, she began playing Michelle Tanner before she could even talk, growing up on camera as the precocious youngest Tanner daughter known for catchphrases like, "You got it, dude." After Full House, the Olsen twins built an entertainment empire with direct-to-video movies before making a surprising career pivot. Mary-Kate chose to abandon acting completely to focus on fashion. Her personal life made headlines with her marriage to French banker Olivier Sarkozy, half-brother of the former French president in 2015 and subsequent divorce in 2020. At 38, Mary-Kate maintains a deliberately private life, focusing on fashion while avoiding the Hollywood spotlight she once dominated. Ashley Olsen was born on June 13, 1986, in Sherman Oaks, California. She may have shared Michelle Tanner's duties with sister Mary-Kate, But Ashley has carved her own path since those days as a Full House actress. After their childhood acting empire, Ashley found her true calling in fashion, alongside her twin. Unlike her sister, who had her relationship making the headlines, Ashley kept her romantic life with artist Louis Eisner on a quiet note before their intimate 2022 wedding. At 38, she's the more private Olsen twin, rarely doing interviews and rarely appearing at industry events. Though some of these talented actors from the Full House movie are no longer with us, they left their mark on one of television's most beloved family sitcoms. Each one brought something special to the Tanner household that we still cherish today, and their memories live on forever in our hearts. Which of these Full House guest stars surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more amazing content about your favorite shows. Until then, we'll see you in our next video.